Thousands of unaccompanied minors have passed through our borders illegally since October, and this morning new calls to stop the crisis are in action.
Fresh off a trip where she and other lawmakers met with leaders in Central America is Republican Congresswoman Kay Granger. She also chairs the House Working Group on the border crisis. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning.
What did you find out going south of the border, and how can that evolve into great legislation that's going to improve this situation?
Well, we found out that the people of the President and First Ladies of Guatemala and Honduras want their children back, and they're willing to cooperate with us to send the children back as quickly as possible. They are making plans and trying to build the capacity of what they will do with these children when they come back, and they're treating them differently depending on the country. But there are thousands of them, and we need to change the law, do everything we can to get them home. And then those countries try to keep them home and away from those coyotes.
Congressman, in speaking with the leaders there, did they indicate that President Obama had reached out to them? And if so, what did he say?
No, they didn't. They didn't say anything about that. I asked them how helpful it would be if the President of the United States spoke out clearly and strongly and said, don't send your children to the United States illegally because we will send them back. They will not complete their journey, and they said that could be very helpful. It did not indicate that that was happening.
Well, Congresswoman, your headline from the trip down there is completely different than what we have been told. I mean, you heard from the people of Honduras and Guatemala, we want our kids back. At the same time, here in this country, we've heard that parents are putting their kids on the long trip with the coyotes to come to the United States because sex trafficking, and it's a violent place, and they're in danger, and they need asylum. And are you telling us that simply is not true?
No, I'm saying both things are true. Honduras is now the most dangerous country in the world, with murders every 20 minutes. It's very dangerous in both countries. They're very poor, but that doesn't mean they don't want their children back, and they want better lives for their children. Guatemala is trying to protect their border, and they are making changing the laws in their country to make it a criminal offense. Honduras is working very hard. We met both with the presidents and the first ladies trying to change their country to make it a country where children don't want to flee but want to stay.
Oh, good.
And they have long-term plans, but we said very clearly we're sending the children back. We'll try to do this humanely, but you need to be ready to take them and to protect them.
Congressman, last week, President Obama passed the ball hard to you and the rest of the Texas delegation after the meeting with Governor Perry. He said if immigration reform doesn't get done, it's Texas's problem. Is that true? Has the president done enough, and should he be passing the ball to you and the delegation?
No, he should not. And this is not an immigration problem. This is a crisis. This is a crisis of children flooding our borders, escaping their countries and coming into our country, and we don't have the laws and the processes to stop that and send them back. What we should be dealing with is this crisis and not blaming either the Congress or these countries for this, saying with everything we can and every plan we've got, we need to send them back, help these countries keep their children at home, protect our border. And I know we've said that a long time, but we have to do that. We're recommending the National Guard at our Texas border, our Texas and Mexico border. They need more hands and more eyes at the border. And right now, the Border Patrol are taking care of kids instead of doing the duty they were trained for.
Absolutely. Well, we know that you've got a meeting coming up in about an hour and 40 minutes. We thank you very much, Congresswoman Granger of Texas, for joining us live to talk about the big mess.
We do.
Thanks,
on our
Congress.
southern border.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.